If you are over 70 and you look in the mirror and notice that your shoulders are getting narrower, or your legs look thinner than they used to, or maybe you find yourself needing to use the armrest to push yourself out of a deep chair, you are witnessing the single greatest threat to your independence. It is not heart disease, it is not dementia, it is sarcopenia, the silent wasting away of your muscle mass. For decades, doctors like me told you, just eat more eggs, eat more steak. But what if I told you that after the age of 70, your body changes the rules? What if I told you that for many seniors, eggs are no longer the most efficient fuel for muscle growth, that your digestion has slowed down, and that animal protein is becoming harder and harder for your body to break down and use? I am Dr. Oleksii Kalmykov. In my research and practice, I have seen patients diligently eating 3 eggs a morning, yet they are still losing muscle. They are still getting weaker. Today, we are going to talk about a specific seed protein, a protein that science shows is biologically designed to bypass your digestion issues, fight inflammation, and trigger muscle synthesis faster than animal sources in the aging body. We are going to forget the egg myth for a moment. We are going to look at the biochemistry of the seed that ancient cultures used for strength and that modern medicine is finally rediscovering. I want to welcome everyone watching today. I know many of you are worried about staying mobile. You want to carry your own groceries. You want to play with your grandchildren without getting tired. I see the comments from my previous videos. I see John, 72, saying he feels frail. I see John, 78, saying his legs feel heavy. John, Mary, this video is for you. We are going to turn that frailty into stability. First, we need to understand why you are losing muscle. It is not just because you are sitting more. It's a condition called anabolic resistance. Imagine your muscle is a house. To build the house, you need bricks. That's the protein. And you need a construction crew. That's your metabolism. When you are 20, you eat an egg, the bricks arrive, the construction crew wakes up, and they build muscle instantly. But when you are 70, the construction crew is asleep. You can dump a truckload of bricks into the driveway, eggs, steak, whey powder, but if the crew doesn't wake up, those bricks just sit there. They don't build anything. This is anabolic resistance. Your muscles become deaf to the signal of protein. You need a louder signal, and you need a brick that is easier to carry. This is where the egg fails. Eggs are wonderful food. I'm not telling you they're bad, but they're dense. They require strong stomach acid to break down. As we age, our stomach acid levels drop by up to 40%. You eat the egg, but you only absorb half of it. The rest causes bloating, gas, or just passes through. We need a protein that is pre-digested by nature. We need a protein that dissolves instantly and floods the blood with amino acids so fast that it wakes up the construction crew. That protein is found in the heart of the hemp seed. Now, please put aside any misconceptions. We are not talking about marijuana. There are no psychoactive drugs here. We are talking about the hemp heart, the soft inner kernel of the seed. Why is this seed superior to eggs for the 70-year-old body? It comes down to one word, Edestin. Hemp seed is 65% Edestin. This is a bioactive globulin protein. Here's why that matters. Edestin is almost identical to the globulin proteins found in your own human blood plasma. Because it is so similar to your own human DNA structure, your body does not have to fight to break it down. It doesn't need massive amounts of stomach acid. It is compatible with your biology in a way that cow meat or chicken eggs are not. When you eat hemphearts, that Edestin dissolves and enters your bloodstream rapidly. It provides a massive surge of amino acids without the digestive stress. But there's a second reason why this seed builds muscle faster after 70. It fights the fire that burns muscle down. That fire is inflammation. Inflammaging, inflammation caused by aging, is constantly eating away at your muscle tissue. It increases a chemical called cortisol, and cortisol eats muscle for breakfast. Animal proteins, especially red meat and processed meats, can sometimes increase inflammation in the gut. But hemp seeds? They contain the perfect ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids. They are anti-inflammatory. So, while you're building muscle with the protein, you are simultaneously putting out the fire with the healthy fats. It's a dual-action weapon. Now, let's talk about the specific trigger for muscle growth. To wake up that sleeping construction crew I talked about, you need a specific key. That key is an amino acid called leucine. Science tells us that a senior needs about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in a meal to trigger muscle growth. If you don't hit that number, nothing happens. Eggs have leucine, but you have to eat 3 or 4 of them to get enough. That's a lot of cholesterol and a lot of volume for a senior appetite. Hemphearts are rich in leucine, but here's where I want to introduce a partner seed to make this protocol foolproof. If you really want to accelerate muscle growth, you mix hemphearts with pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are the leucine heavyweights. By combining 3 tablespoons of hemphearts with 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, you create a plant-based anabolic bomb. You get the easy-to-digest Edestin from the hemp and the massive leucine trigger from the pumpkin. And you do it with 0 cholesterol, 0 saturated fat clogging your arteries, and massive amounts of magnesium, which we know from our last video is essential for energy. So, what's the protocol? How do you actually do this? I don't want you to go out and buy expensive processed powders. Most protein powders in the store are full of artificial sweeteners, gums, and fillers that irritate the gut. I want you to use the whole food. Every morning, I want you to start your day with this seed serum. Take 3 tablespoons of raw shelled hemp hearts. Take 1 tablespoon of raw green pumpkin seeds. You can blend this into a smoothie with some berries, or you can sprinkle it directly onto your oatmeal. But here is a critical rule. Do not cook them. If you throw these seeds into a frying pan or bake them in a muffin, you denature the protein. You destroy the delicate omega fats. You turn the medicine into dead food. You must eat them raw. If you add them to oatmeal, cook the oatmeal first, take it off the heat, let it cool for a minute, then stir in the seeds. This preserves the Edestin structure so it can do its work in your body. Now, I want to address the skeptics. I can hear someone in the comments saying, "But doctor, plants don't have complete protein. Only meat has complete protein." This is outdated science from the 1980s. Hemp seed is one of the few plants in nature that is a complete protein. It contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot make. It contains them in the correct ratios. It is structurally complete. And let's look at the results. When my patients switch from a heavy bacon and egg breakfast to a hemp-based breakfast, the first thing they notice is energy. They don't feel weighed down or sleepy after eating. Digestion requires energy. When you make digestion easy, you free up energy for your brain and your muscles. The second thing they notice, usually around week 4, is grip strength. I want you to test yourself today. Go to your kitchen, pick up a jar of pickles or a jar of jam. Try to open it. Is it hard? Do your hands hurt? Grip strength is the #1 biomarker for overall muscle mass and longevity. After 4 weeks of loading your body with Edestin and Leucine, try that jar again. You will find the torque returns. The signal from the nerve to the muscle is stronger. This isn't magic, it is physiology. You are finally giving your body a building block it can actually use. I also want to mention something for the men watching. Pumpkin seeds, the partner to our hemphearts, are legendary for prostate health. They are packed with zinc. Zinc is crucial for testosterone production. And yes, even at 70 or 80, you need testosterone to maintain muscle mass. So by adding the pumpkin seeds, you're protecting your prostate and boosting your anabolic hormones naturally. For the women watching, especially those concerned about bone density, these seeds are mineral powerhouses: manganese, phosphorus, magnesium. Muscle pulls on bone. Stronger muscle creates stronger bone. You cannot treat osteoporosis just with calcium. You need the muscle strength to stimulate the bone to grow. This protein builds that muscle. Let's talk about the cost and accessibility. Meat is expensive. Good quality eggs are expensive. A bag of hemp hearts and a bag of pumpkin seeds might seem pricey up front, but you are only using tablespoons a day. One bag lasts a month. Per serving, it is cheaper than steak. And it is shelf-stable. You don't have to worry about it spoiling in the fridge in 3 days. So here is my challenge to you. We are not going to accept frailty as a normal part of aging. I refuse to accept that you have to get weaker every year. I want you to try the hemp and pumpkin protocol for 14 days. Keep your eggs for the weekend if you enjoy them, but Monday through Friday, make the switch. 3 tablespoons of hemp, 1 tablespoon of pumpkin. Put it in your yogurt, put it in your smoothie, put it on your salad. I want you to monitor how your stomach feels. Is the bloating gone? I want you to monitor your energy at 3 p.m. And most importantly, I want you to monitor your strength. If you are currently struggling to get up from the toilet or get out of the car, pay attention to that movement in 2 weeks. See if you have a little more pop. See if you need to rely on your hands a little less. I'm Dr. Oleksii Kalmykov. We are rewriting the narrative of senior health. We are moving from surviving to thriving. If you found this information valuable, if you learned something new about Edestin or anabolic resistance, please hit the subscribe button. Share this video with a friend who's starting to look a little frail. You might just give them their strength back. Leave a comment below. Tell me, are you Team Egg or Team Seed? I will be reading and replying. Stay strong, eat your seeds, and I will see you in the next video.